3 to MS Dhoni in 2007. And then the great man MSD did it once again in 2011. And here we are 13 years later. It is Rohit Sharma and the boys in blue that bring India a 4th ICC World Cup, a 2nd T20 World Cup. And Mark, we've been witness to some great matches in World Cup finals. Where would you rank this one?
Oh, definitely up there. I mean, we've had 1 or 2 close ones, but the emotion and all that type of stuff, with especially for me as a South African, with South Africa being in the final as well, their first ever one. As I said earlier, we probably hadn't had a close game, and the final definitely produced that. That game could have gone any way, and for India's sake, I'm very happy for them. South Africa this will hurt a bit. But yeah, I think it was a good all-round performance by the South Africans, and yeah, India fully deserving winners of yet another World Cup, as you say.
There he is, the universe boss, with a smile on his face, the Jamaican. Where that game, India versus Pakistan, you were there in the Wanderers, Piyush, the game where the West Indies won their World Cup courtesy Carlos Brathwaite. Those were a couple of games that come to mind when we talk about close finish. Would you put this right at the top?
Well, definitely yes, because if you talk about 2007 one, it was still even Steven till the last over, but this game was literally out of India's hand at the end of 15 over mark. But the way Indian team came back as an Indian player, as an Indian fan, this game is right at the top, because the way they came back, 5 overs, 30 runs with the 2 batters going really well, coming back from there, winning the game from there, and that to a high pressure game, World Cup final. Because most of the time what happens, 5 over 30 runs, you feel okay, the game is not there. But at that time what you can do is put in your best foot, because you never know when you'll reach the finals again, and what exactly the Indian team did and the way they bowled those last 5 overs, that was just brilliant. So for me, this game is right at the top.
Yeah, goosebumps, isn't it? With the background music, these visuals, Rahul Dravid patting Hardik Pandya on the back. He's just been a rock star for this Indian team. A very different Hardik Pandya when he wears the blue of Team India from what we witnessed in the T20 League just a month ago. That's how good that man is. And you look through this Indian setup, and you come across people who've contributed at different stages. And Mark, I'm going to bring you in once again on Hardik Pandya. If ever there is a definition of a fighter, it is Hardik Pandya. He's as good as they come, particularly when the odds are stacked against him. He wasn't coming in here with form with the bat and ball, but boy oh boy, to do it on the grandest stage of them all, it must mean wonders to Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, you can't keep a good man down, and Hardik, as you've been saying, he's had a tough time of late. But this World Cup, I thought, I know you took a bit of time off before you went to the World Cup, and that must have paid off pretty well as well. I thought he had a fantastic World Cup, and he basically ended the game off as well. He took the hardest over probably to bowl to David Miller, who was in. He managed to get him out as well, and that's probably the emotion that you see spilling over there from Hardik as well. He knows he's had a tough time of it, but he stuck to his guns. He backed himself, as he did say, and now he's reaped the rewards of picking up a trophy for India again.
Knocks with the bat, wickets with the ball. Hardik Pandya was there when India needed him most. What a historic day in Indian cricket, the 29th of June. And these pictures of Rohit Sharma picking up India's 2nd T20 title will go down in cricketing folklore as one of the great days in Indian cricketing history. 17 years the wait, but it comes to an end, courtesy the miracle in Bridgetown, Barbados. The boys in blue beat South Africa, an 8-match winning streak. Rahul Dravid, Virat Kohli, they're all centre. So much more on the other side. Stay tuned.